Do you want success? Then stop waiting for the perfect moment. The perfect time is now. Success doesn't chase the lazy. It bows down to the relentless. Are you ready to fight for the life you deserve? Success isn't luck. It isn't talent alone. It's the fire you carry every single day. The fire to keep going, to stay locked in, and to rise every time you fall. In a world full of distractions and shortcuts, the real victory belongs to those who stay consistent, focused, and driven. Let's break it down. Success isn't built in a day, and it's never handed out freely. It's constructed, shaped, earned brick by brick through consistent effort, discipline, and the courage to keep showing up. You don't get to the top because you had one good day, one lucky break, or one shining moment. You get there because you were willing to grind when no one was watching, because you were willing to do the work when the lights were off and the applause was gone. Success is a long road paved with small steps, late nights, early mornings, and in moments when you feel like giving up, but you don't. You keep going. That's what builds strength. That's what builds greatness. See, consistent effort doesn't mean you run at full speed every day. It means you don't stop running, even when you're tired, even when it's slow, even when the results don't show up right away. That's where most people quit. They look at the clock, they look at their scoreboard, and because the numbers don't match their dreams yet, they walk away. But not you, not if you really want it. Consistency means you trust the process more than the outcome. It means you lay one brick, then another, and another. Even when the wall looks unfinished and the vision isn't clear yet, you keep building. You keep laying those bricks with precision, with care, with purpose. And that discipline, that daily, repetitive effort is what separates champions from spectators. Everyone wants the reward, but few are willing to pay the daily price of effort, because effort is not glamorous, it's not exciting. It's early alarms, sore muscles, mental battles, lonely hours, and countless sacrifices that no one will ever clap for. But those sacrifices stack up, they shape your character, they build your foundation. And one day when the world sees what you've built, they'll call it success, but you'll know the truth. You'll know that it was every moment you chose to stay in the fight, every time you picked yourself back up, every quiet hour of sweat and struggle that made it possible. You'll know that greatness isn't about talent alone. It's about resilience. It's about showing up even when it's inconvenient. It's about doing the small things right over and over and over again until they become habits, until those habits become your lifestyle, and that lifestyle becomes your identity. So ask yourself, are you willing to be consistent when no one's cheering? Are you willing to build when no one believes in your vision yet? Are you willing to put in the effort, not just when it's easy, but when it's hard? Because if you can commit to that kind of consistency, then there's nothing that can stop you. Brick by brick, you will build something unshakable, something real, something legendary. And the beauty of it is, it won't be a fluke or a favor. It'll be earned. Every brick, every drop of sweat, every choice you made to push forward when it was easier to quit, that will be the foundation of your success. So keep building, keep believing, keep showing up. You're not just laying bricks, you're building your destiny. Focus, real, unshakable focus, is the silent weapon of the successful. It's not just about keeping your eyes on the prize, it's about refusing to be pulled in every direction by distractions, doubt, and the chaos of the world around you. In a time when your attention is the most valuable currency, those who win are the ones who protect it with their life. You've got to understand something. The world doesn't want you focused. It wants you scrolling, clicking, consuming, lost in someone else's highlight reel while your own dream collects dust. But you're not here to be average, you're here to be exceptional. And that starts with locking in. Focus is the ability to say no, no to noise, no to temptation, no to anything that doesn't serve the mission. Every great success story starts with a moment of decision. When someone says, I'm done wasting time, I'm done letting life happen to me. From this moment on, I choose my direction. That's focus. It's deciding that your energy will no longer be scattered, but targeted like a laser beam. It's turning off the background noise, whether it's social media, negative people, or even your own self-doubt. It's choosing to wake up every morning with intention and clarity, knowing exactly what you need to do to get one step closer to your goal. You have to protect your mind like a fortress, because everything starts there. You can't build an empire with a cluttered mind. You can't reach your potential if you're constantly distracted by drama, opinions, or things that won't matter a week from now. Focus demands sacrifice. It means missing out on things others chase, because you've got a vision only you can see. It's lonely sometimes. People might not understand you. They might say you've changed. Let them. You're not here to please people. You're here to become the best version of yourself. And that requires tunnel vision, laser focus. That kind of focus transforms your days into progress, your thoughts into strategy, and your habits into power. The truth is, you already have everything you need to succeed. But without focus, your energy is like a light bulb, soft, scattered, unfocused. But when you focus, that same energy becomes a laser. And a laser, it cuts through steel. It breaks barriers. So ask yourself, what's stealing your focus? What's pulling you off course? Identify it, eliminate it, replace it with purpose. When you focus, really focus, the impossible starts to bend in your direction. You start to notice opportunities you used to miss. You move with purpose instead of panic. You stop reacting and start creating. That's the shift. That's when you go from ordinary to unstoppable. Because while the world is busy being distracted, you will be building. While others waste energy chasing everything, you will rise by focusing on one thing and mastering it. That's how legends are made. Not by doing more, but by focusing deeper. So clear the clutter, define your mission, protect your focus like your future depends on it. Because it does. Every minute you spend focused is a deposit in the bank of your success. Stack those minutes, stack those hours, stack those days. Before long, you'll look up and realize you've built something extraordinary. Not by magic, not by chance, but by the quiet daily discipline of showing up and staying locked in. So stay focused, stay hungry, and never forget, your dream is waiting, but it can't chase you. You have to chase it. One focused day at a time. Determination is the fuel that turns intentions into action, and action into achievement. It's the fire inside you that refuses to go out, no matter how strong the storm gets. It's not flashy, it's not loud, but it is undeniable. Determination is what makes the difference when talent isn't enough, when motivation runs out, and when life hits you so hard that the average person would quit. But you don't quit. You burn the excuses. You silence the inner voice that says, I can't, and you replace it with, watch me. Because here's the truth. You'll never rise while you're clinging to excuses. You can't grow and hold on to blame at the same time. Excuses are just comfortable lies we tell ourselves to avoid the pain of progress. I don't have time. Burn it. I wasn't born with the skills. Burn. People like me don't succeed. Burn every single one of them. Because the minute you give yourself permission to fight through the resistance instead of folding under it, that's the minute you take control of your life. Determination doesn't ask for perfect conditions. It creates progress in the middle of the mess. It doesn't care if you're tired, broke, alone, or doubted. It shows up anyway. It says, I'll find a way even when there is no way. And that kind of mindset, that's what separates survivors from leaders. Competitors from champions. You don't need a cheerleader when you have determination. You don't need a pat on the back or a handout. You need that inner decision, that promise you make to yourself that quitting is not an option. Because determination isn't about what you feel, it's about what you decide. There will be days when you're exhausted, when nothing makes sense, when the results don't show up despite all your effort. But determination is what keeps your feet moving through that darkness. It's what gets you up off the floor when life knocks you down. It's what tells you you've come too far to turn back now. And let me be clear, the road to success is not for the weak-minded. It will break you before it builds you. It will test you, stretch you, and strip you of your comfort. But determination is the steel in your spine that lets you walk through the fire and come out forged. You think those at the top had it easy? No, they just had a refusal to stay down. They fell just like you. They fell just like you. But they didn't stay there, and that's what makes them different. You have that same power inside you. You have that same grit. But it only activates when you stop looking for shortcuts and start leaning into the grind. And don't let fear fool you. Fear wants you passive, quiet, small, but determination says, let's go anyway. It says, I'm scared, but I'm gonna do it scared. That's the edge. That's the secret. You want to be successful? Then start fighting like your future depends on it. Because it does. You won't always feel strong, but that's not the point. The point is to keep showing up, battered or not. Determination is a choice. And the more you choose it, the stronger it becomes. Eventually, the excuses stop showing up. Eventually, the doubt gets quieter. because they realize they can't shake someone who's decided. And when you've decided, truly decided, nothing can break you. Not failure, not rejection, not delay. Because when the mission matters more than your comfort, you become unstoppable. So burn the excuses, burn the fear, burn the version of you that settled, hesitated, or waited for permission. And rise up with fire in your soul and a promise on your lips. I will not stop until I get what I came for. That's determination. And that's what greatness requires. Belief is the unseen force that turns dreams into reality. It's the foundation that everything else is built on. Before anyone else can believe in you, before you even begin to see the tangible results of your hard work, you've got to believe in yourself. The world doesn't always support your vision. People will doubt you. They'll question your choices, your plans, your goals. But none of that matters, because you see it. You see the dream. You see the future that others can't yet see. And that vision, that belief in yourself, in your purpose, in your ability to make it happen, is the starting point of everything. You've got to know deep down in your soul that what's meant for you won't pass you by, that you were born for this. And here's the thing, belief doesn't wait for proof. It believes first. It trusts the process, even when you can't yet touch the result. It holds on in the dark days when it feels like nothing is moving. When you're putting in the work and seeing no immediate returns. Belief says, I know what's coming, and I'm willing to go through the storm to get there. You've got to see your success before you can hold. You've got to visualize the victory, the finish line, before your feet ever step across it. That's how the greatest achievers in history have done it. They didn't wait until everything was perfect. They saw the vision, took that first step, and then believed they could figure out the rest. Belief makes the impossible seem possible. It fuels you when you're running on empty, pushes you when everyone else is telling you to stop, and holds you steady when the road gets rough. It's the kind of belief that allows you to wake up each day with a fire in your heart, ready to move forward even when the odds seem stacked against you. And belief doesn't mean blind optimism. It means having the courage to take action even when you don't have all the answers, even when the path isn't clear, and even when it would be easier to quit. You're not here to play it safe. You're here to do something big, something important, something that will make an impact. But none of that happens if you don't believe. And belief, it starts in your mind. It starts with the simple, unwavering thought, I am capable, I am worthy, I am enough. That thought transforms the way you act. It changes the way you walk, the way you speak, the way you show up every single day. When you believe, you carry yourself with confidence because you know the work you're doing has purpose. You stop second-guessing yourself, stop waiting for approval, and start acting with the certainty that you are exactly where you need to be. So right now, ask yourself, what do you believe about yourself? Do you believe that your goals are achievable? Do you believe that you can overcome every obstacle in your way? If the answer is no, then it's time to change your mindset. Because you can't rise higher than your belief in yourself. If you believe you'll fail, guess what? You will. But if you believe you will succeed, if you truly believe it with every fiber of your being, then you will find a way. You will create opportunities. You will attract success. And most importantly, you will never ever give up. Your belief is your secret weapon. It's the compass that keeps you on track when the world tries to push you off course. So protect it, fuel it, keep it burning, because when you believe in your dreams, when you trust that you're meant for more, the universe can't help but respond. Doors will open, people will start to notice you, opportunities will start to line up, and you'll look back and realize that everything you've achieved started with one simple, powerful decision: to believe. So believe in yourself, hold that vision, and no matter what the world throws at you, never let go of that belief. Because your success, your legacy, your life, it all starts with the power of belief. See it, claim it, and never stop believing in the incredible person you are becoming. This is your time, your journey, your fight. Don't wait for motivation. Be your own fire. Be consistent, be focused, be relentless. Because success doesn't belong to the lucky. It belongs to the driven. Now get out there and earn.